Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for December 29th, 2014 through January 4th, 2015. So we're sort of on the cusp of the new year, just sort of sitting on the new year in this week. And so let's just take a moment to really center ourselves in our heart space, allowing our minds to just, like the setting sun, to set into the pool of love that is within our heart. And just feel the vibration. Feel the frequency of your truth, of your divine Holy Spirit. And just allow yourself to just bask in the eternal peace and the sense of allowing flow, the inaction, and just allowing yourself to be a part of the action of the universe, the momentum, just letting it flow through you, letting it flow with you, allowing yourself to flow with it. And the fairies are present in this reading, I'm noticing, and what they're showing me is the fairies sitting in a pond right where there's like an upper level, like in a stream, and then somehow there's a dip in the stream in the landscape of the bed of the stream, and it's like a step down, and that fairy is sitting right there with his shoulders up against that upper level, and he's just allowing the everything to just flow, the stream of the water to just flow downstream around him and through him. And they're saying that this has to do with your life purpose, as they're showing me the numbers 999, which is about getting to work, light worker, basically. And so what the sense I'm getting is that you have to you just have to go with the flow. Don't try to push or to manipulate or to manage is maybe a better word, things or control things. Just go with where you've been taken and enjoy the energy. Just enjoy the energy of your purpose. Enjoy the energy of the direction that the universe is taking you in towards. And so just allow that, just allow that light to just really expand within you and into the space where you are and into the earth, and just let it continue to expand out into the universe. And so kind of seeing, I guess they're showing me sort of a fish almost kind of in that stream going downstream. He's not going up against the stream. So if the thought was a salmon, but usually salmon move up, against it, try to go upstream, but this one's going downstream. And so the thing is that for us to just to do the same in this week, just flow with the energy, flow with the love. They're saying to not get into worry. So they're telling me that you may start to worry about things and lose your faith, and they want you to have faith and to not worry. They want you to, they wrote the word free. So they're saying that your energy needs to be free. Your mind needs to be free, clear. Don't hold on to anything. Okay, this is how the abundance flows. They're literally showing me a hand with a mushroom in it, which is a symbol of abundance, and the fairies are trying to bring to you, and they're showing me that it changing into a blossom, and it just opens and expands when you just allow yourself to be free, stress free. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards for this week as we just be mindful of this flowing with energy for the week. Okay, and this is great. Healthy lifestyle, the Archangel Raphael. And it says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So what I'm feeling is in this week, you really need to be managing your health, taking care of your energy, nurturing your vibration, listening to your body's natural rhythm, listening to the natural energy, the way that the energy is flowing from your spirit. You know, the energy flowing in your spirit will pick up momentum if you follow the flow that your spirit is moving, the direction that it's moving. Sometimes we get so caught up in what this has to be done, and your spirit is leading you in another direction, and your spirit is like that energy stream. So you need to follow your own spirit, follow that energy stream, and it's going to lead you to, this is the abundance in this card, the green. It's going to lead you to a healthier lifestyle, a more productive, more prosperous outcome. So really be sure to listen. Let me just tune in to see if there's any additional messages coming from this card. And what they're showing me is that there are some steps that you need to take, and that are moving up, but they want you to not be critical. Okay, they want you to let go of the judgments of concerning steps that you're going to be taking. And I get a sense, because the steps are moving up, that this is some kind of advancement. Something's going to increase for you, but they don't want you to waste your energy by criticizing it or judging it. Put that aside. And at the top, what I was shown was the steps was a circle of beings, angels or guides, but it's there's support there, a support team, whether they're physically here in this dimension or they're spiritual. There is this support at the top of this process. So all you have to do is follow that process, and remember to call them. They're your angels and your guides, and your higher self is standing in the abundance and prosperity that you are looking for, and so all you got to do is let go of the criticism, and you'll find yourself aligning with it. So they're showing me to do again the thumb, which is about intellect and worry. So don't get into worry. Okay, you really need to stay centered. They're showing me a tree, a very wide tree. They're showing me that you have a very your connection to your higher self and to source is far greater, and is very expanded. This tree trunk is so wide and thick, unusually so. So this is saying that you really probably, this could also be about spiritual development for you. So you may start to notice that you're getting more clarity, more information, and this is going to affect the choices that you're going to be making. So you're going to be making healthier choices moving forward. Okay, I feel like the 2015 is beginning off with a major shift. Okay, a very healthy outlook that you're going to have about how you take care of yourself, about your choices in all areas of your life. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. Okay, and interesting that we have the Knight of Water and this kind of movement on the water here. And so I get this feeling that you're going to be moving in a very positive direction, that things are going to flow for you, that you're going to feel this passion in your towards your purpose, your life purpose, that you're going to feel, and as the card says, enthusiastic about your life purpose. So something. I have a very positive feeling about this card. Now, let me tune into this card before I just for a moment. So, this is a great time. So, for instance, I'm just seeing like a waterfall and feeling a sense that relationships. So, I'm getting a sense that for some of you, your relationships that you're currently in, okay, may start to flow better, a sense of connection between you. But I'm seeing the word God actually. And that this card really represents that your connection with God, and they wrote the word cable, so that is going to increase, that you're going to feel the alignment with God, like and that mission and your purpose. So this is about a profound spiritual relationship with God, and just a feeling of love flowing, support coming to you. So they're showing me a hand, that like a divine hand being extended to you. So call on God. That's what they're saying. They wrote God in the hand. So this is coming from God. His presence is very much here today. And, he's saying that he's going to offer you the help that you need, and just to take his hand and to call upon him, really pray to him and ask him for what you need. And I don't know what the ice cream cone means, but this word pleasure is coming to my mind. So, it's about, and they're showing me like a baseball mitt glove. So something about doing some things that for your personal pleasure. Okay, so if you go to a game, or go out with the friends, go do something that's get away. I think you'd kind of need a vacation is what I'm getting. And I know some of you may be just coming off of one, but maybe something you can do by yourself. And what this will do is it'll give you a little space just to really connect with God, and possibly some new ideas, or something about in your commitment to your purpose will be sort of reinforced for you. Okay, so I know this is a little dark here. I'm sorry about this, but we don't have much light, even though I have the lights on in my here, but it's very gray today in the city. Okay, so all right. So the card for the middle of the week is the Ten of Air. And so this card is saying that difficulties coming to an end. Okay, and it's funny because I just kept seeing the word end while I was talking with this card, and I was thinking to myself, you want me to stop and move on? But it's interesting. So this is the last card, which is the end of the air suit. And since we've been talking about intellect and worry, so my first sense is that you're going to, as we've been saying already, feel like you're going to just feel like your something with the mind and worrying, something that's been stressing you, is just going to come to like an end for you. You're going to see something new. And notice here, these two unicorns have gone off in a different direction. He's found this mushroom, which is a symbol of abundance. And over here, the other unicorn, there's this kind of an old tree, and out of it bark, and out of it is growing some new life. So there's going to be a feeling of refreshment, and walking away. And you may find that you may be walking away from other situations, or people, the things that you're worried about. You're just going to let them go, or let it go, and focus more on your own priorities, and no longer so much worried about what others are doing or not doing. I feel like there's something where a lot of your anxiety and your stress is sort of, you take on the stress of others, you take on the responsibility, and you're going to learn to just kind of let that go, especially now, because your own purpose and mission is going to come through so clearly that you don't need that distraction. And so that's one of the new aspects of that healthy outlook that you're going to have, which is going to change your whole lifestyle, because you're just going to embrace your truth and embrace and learn to accept that others will do the same in time. And if you are an example, you can lead others. Okay? So, and the card says, embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So this could also be a message that, to work on, or that you may be giving up some addiction. So, getting something like in particular foods. Really starting off the year with a different perspective about your diet, and maybe you may get some kind of how do you want to say charge or enthusiasm to do that, to really let go of those things that bog down your body and cause it to feel sluggish. Don't diet to look good. Diet to feel good, because when you feel good, it's easy to look good. Okay, and you start looking good to yourself and to others as well. And as you lose the weight, everybody thinks you look just as good as at every stage. And we don't want this feeling like, oh, I can't feel good until I look good. So don't lose weight for that. Do it to feel good first. Change your diet to feel good. Okay, and this is going to affect a lot of how the energy you have to give to your life purpose. You won't feel that lag, when you get up and say, oh, I was gonna do this with my business, or I was gonna do this today, but I don't feel like it. That'll go away, because when you focus on feeling good, and you make all your choices because that you're gonna feel good. This is something that you can have right now. So if you're gonna do a New Year's resolution, the one I would make is the main one is, and I did this years ago, and it helped me to make the huge transformations in my life to the point where I'm here talking to you now, is because I decided that my New Year's resolution was going to be one thing, to do whatever makes me feel good. And every choice I make all day long, every time I think about something, every time I think about what I want to put in my mouth, like whatever activity I do it for that reason. So that the thing, or the things I'm wanting, or the things I'm trying to achieve, have a sustainable reward. Okay? This is why we start things and we fall off, because the goal is the outcome, the material outcome, not the emotional outcome. Okay, and the thing about emotions is that you don't have to wait for them. You can have them right then and there. So remember that in your manifestation work. Now let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. So we have the Seven of Earth, and here we have this very ancient tree. So this is kind of reminds me of remembering this very ancient tree is bringing us wisdom and the wisdom of our nature. So that how things grow and how things how the elements and everything in the earth, that it has its seasons, and likewise this is true for you right now. And so pay attention to what season are you in your life right now. Okay, this is a very good question to reflect upon and ask yourself, what season are you in right now, and to go with the season of your spiritual nature as well as your physical nature. The spirit may be here and the physical reality may be in a different place. What you're trying to do is to bring them into alignment. But the only way to do that is you must have the patience to honor both. Honor the spiritual season that you're in, and as well as honor and nurture the physical season of your body. And as you have this patience, they will come together. Your body will catch up with your spirit at some point. And then that's when things will really take off. That's when when everything will become the right timing. Everything will become ripe and abundant and ready to take off. So if you're feeling like things aren't working, then there could be this imbalance between the body and the spirit. Okay, and how you're taking care of the body, and how you think about the body, and how you like what I was just talking about before. Think about how you want to feel. Think about how your body feels. Don't eat something. Think about how it's going to make you feel before you eat it. That kind of thing, because we need to align the body with the spirit. So that when the spirit it's only energy. The physical body is what does everything. So you gotta bring your body into alignment through practicing, which I mean exercising the body, the muscles as well. Cardio is one thing, but to exercise all the muscles, brings them and gets the blood flowing through them, and then that spirit energy, that impulse, the vibrational impulse that comes then from the spirit, in the body translates it into action in the physical world. And so when those muscles are not practiced, the physical body can't get enough of that impulse, of that inspired energy to act on what the spirit's guiding it to do. And so this could be causing delays. And so your diet and health and getting sleep and all these things play a huge role. Do not think of your body as a second-class citizen, like luggage. Your body is a divine being. It is not a sin. It is equal to the spirit, because the spirit and the body cannot work without each other in this dimension. Cannot. So they are equal, and their functions are totally different. So just think about that. All right, let me just tune in to see if there's any additional information here. And what I'm really just getting is to let go of criticism. So maybe in the weekend you just may have some criticisms about or maybe some judgments about where you are. And we're going to still be human, although we're going to be making advances. So don't get into worry. They're saying so. And what you need to do is kind of think in the way that we just spoke about. What season am I in right now? Okay, and let's take a look at the card from the bottom of the deck. I already pulled it. And wow, this card came in the previous week for at the bottom, and it's the release. And so here again, this is emphasizing you are going through a huge transformation. Okay, so the last weeks of December 22nd, and now in the first week cusp kind of the new year here, we are getting this message, and this never happens in this position. So huge changes are coming up, and I'm really feeling that this year, like I said, your reality is going to shift in a huge way. that it's like you're just gonna be letting go. You're gonna go through a major transformation. I am feeling that this transformation is going to be extremely powerful, that it's going to rumble through every aspect of your life. So at the same time, in transitions, there's an ending and a beginning. And it's that period, that that gap in between, if we create one, when we don't embrace. So you really need to embrace the transformation. You need to embrace that change is natural, that things being consistent and predictable is not natural, that you need to embrace when your soul is showing you clearly what's not healthy, and don't argue with it. Don't try to reason it into some kind of logic. No, just accept it and move on. Say goodbye. Say hello. When things come up that are opportunities, don't be afraid of them. Don't think about the risk. Think about the possibilities. You got to do this because this is how the divine mind thinks. And that's why we get caught off guard and we're like caught in shock, because the divine mind doesn't see the cons. It sees the pros. It only focuses on solutions. The ego creates problems. So you can't ask the divine to contemplate problems, or we would have a problem in our universe. It would become literally unhinged. And so likewise, this is why you feel worry. That's why you feel anxiety or stress, because it's unnatural to your divine nature. And so you got to literally stop it, like stop doing it. And I know it's hard, but you literally have to stop it. You have to realize it's not divine. And once you get in the habit of practicing it, it will become second nature to you. And when things come up, it's not like you're not going to react to it, but it won't impact you in the same way. It won't impact your power. You see, it'll be integrated, but you won't lose power. You won't lose energy. You won't lose perspective. So this is a very holy time for all of us. So embrace your holiness. Embrace that you are going to change. You're going to become renewed. And so this is very beautiful. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings. And I will, starting January 5th, I'll be back on Facebook writing the daily card messages, and really looking forward to seeing what's going to come through for us with these kinds of messages that we're now getting. And also, if you would like an angel reading, remember to please go to my site. I don't schedule appointments until after you have purchased the reading, so that people who have already done so can get scheduled time in the order that I receive their when you sign up for a reading. As well, also, if some of you have expressed interest in the Divine Roadmap, and learning to do readings and expanding your intuition. So you can also look into that. That's available. And those we can schedule a weekly time if you do the whole 10 sessions. And one of them is actually free if you pay for them all together. But I really want to send you all, from my heart, the most prosperous blessings for you in this new year, and that your soul and that you allow the full activation of your spiritual power, your divine power. Please spend as much time in nature, with the elementals and with the angels, as much as you can, and to eat healthy food, all the food that is nurtured in the light, in the sunlight, and in the light of God. Put that food into your body, and to do what makes you feel good, okay? And you'll see a huge, huge, huge change in your life. So until next week, God bless you all.